Hey guys, welcome back. This is John at Mgtow is Freedom. Camera adjustment in progress. All right. Good morning to you. It's early morning for me. Early morning. Anyways, I woke up having a good snicker about some shit I saw yesterday I wanted to share with you guys. As you know, I'm kind of on a business trip / vacation, so I'm seeing a lot of weird things at this location I'm at. Man, it's been a fascinating view from the world of Mgtow. But before I get into the two stories I want to share with you, which have relevant moral value for Mgtow men, I want to share with you what YouTube is doing. They're coming after Mgtow providers. They're coming after all providers, all content providers. But they came after me in particular for this channel, letting me know that it's a new way. It's a new way they've decided to talk to me and say that my content, while I guess I'm not breaking any rules, which I'm pretty sure I was and am, I'm being punished for it. They're trying to withhold what little money it is they give us for advertising. And YouTube is run, the CEO is a woman, and she's a snowflake at that. A serious social justice warrior type in charge of a business. Makes absolutely no sense why you would want someone who operates on an emotional level trying to run a business that's supposed to make money. And as a result, you can see it taking a shit. Anyways, enough on Google and what they're doing. They're just screwing with us. So as you know, I have a day job, and I stay quite busy. In fact, a little too busy, which is what makes your donations to me really awesome, because it allows me to just sit back, have a stogie, have a scotch, and share with you guys. Other people, they require funding to get by from month to month, and for them it's quite difficult. So I would like to promote the idea of supporting those channels that say they need support. That's how they make their living, right? That they can't do what they do without some help. Especially the Mgtow guys, right? It's a rough world out there. Some of these guys probably have to, I'm presuming, they have big bills, right? They're just like the rest of us. They got big bills, but you know, income's a little tough to pay when some woman's got her hand up your ass and she's stealing your money. Okay, so anyways, my prompt there is to support Mgtow channels that you find good, that you like their content, you know, either through PayPal or Patreon or whatever it is they got. Right? I'm just here. If you guys want to donate stuff for scotch and drinks, I'll take it. And wish I had the time and availability to meet people and to discuss everything. There's a lot of you guys out there just got some fantastic, amazing life stories, some wisdom to share. And to me, you seem like really humorous, good guys. And it's funny how the best among us seem to be the ones that the women see as the best among us also, and they want to take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. All right, so on to the stories. Support your local Mgtow. On to the stories. I'm on this business trip, and it's early morning. Sun hasn't even come up. And, you know, I wake up and I think about shit. But I knew I'd be talking about this today. Something really interesting happened. I got out of training yesterday, and I grabbed my boy, and I said, let's go play a round of golf. So we grabbed our clubs, threw them in the car, and went over to the course and started playing. And behind us was a Japanese couple, a traditional Japanese couple. He didn't speak English. Right? You could tell they're from Japan. Right? Between the language and the way they even moved, their body characteristics, very, very Japanese. Their mannerisms. It was quite interesting to watch. I wish I could have observed him more, just from a sociological study point. Right? I don't get a hold of a lot of Japanese people. anyways, this Japanese guy, he's playing his game, and then in golf, the women hit from a tee that's much closer to the flag, the pin, the box. Right, so they get an easier time in golf. Kind of one of those Mgtow observations is yet to say, yep, there's one more way in which women are given an advantage, and they still don't play as well. What I found fascinating was this guy has a golf cart. He hits the ball. He drives up, drops her off at the tee box, ladies' tee, and she hit the ball, and then she would drive up to him. He'd drop her off at her ball. He would drive the cart to his, and she would have to run up the course. He drove his car, hitting the ball for himself. She had to run and catch up and keep up with him. I kept looking back, right? We'd finish up our putting, put the flag, the pin back in the hole, and walk off the course, wave them up, let them know it's okay to drive up. And we'd get in the cart, and I'd let my son drive, and I'd watch. And every stroke, this woman would hit the ball, and then she'd have to run and chase after it, while the man, right, the Japanese man, drove in the cart. For 18 holes, he had this chick running behind him and running after him. And when it was possible, I guess, when it made sense, she would drive with him. Now, it struck me in a lot of different ways how this traditional couple worked. And I wanted to look at it from an economic and social perspective. Let's take the idea of this guy's golfing and correlate it to his business prowess, the importance of his business prowess. He hits the ball, and it goes pretty close to where he wants it to. So he takes the quickest means to get there, that is using the cart, because his driving, his game, as it were, is very, very important. It's the one that's the winning game. It's the one that makes the money, in other words. Now the woman, she wants to play around too, but her game isn't that important. She's really not making a lot of money. She's not making a lot of sense. So if she wants to keep up and stay with the man, she has to put her energy into it a different way. Right? Her energy is a supporting energy. She's coming along for the ride. Right? And when it's feasible, when it's possible, when it makes sense, she's in the cart with him and she's driving with him. But if she's not playing the game with him, not playing the program to his level, she has to run to keep up. Now, from an outside modern view of this, it looks mean. Oh, he's making her run. Well, if you look at it another way, is she can't keep up. If she wants to stay with him, she needs to give. Right? And it's not give more, it's go his way. Right? When she hits the ball her own way, it costs her more energy. It costs her more effort. If she hits the ball the way he does and plays his game, she stays with him in his car. The easy ride. See, but this was a game of golf, but it did correlate very well to real life. In the traditional world, a world that makes sense, right? If you want the easy ride, you want to be in the car with me, you've got to play my game, because I'm the one hitting the ball farthest. I'm the one who's hitting the ball biggest, most accurately. Right? I'm the one who knows what the fuck is going on and how this game is played. Sports analogies, gotta love them. Next in line. When we got here, my son and I went to a sports bar. And I sat down at the bar next to a Japanese American. Very American guy, extra cool. He shared some photos with me. We had, had dinner and a drink there. It's kind of like a sports bar restaurant. Anyways, he was quite interesting from another look. Right? He had a very similar program, this traditional program with his wife. She was very supportive. But while I was talking to him, I looked back across the bar, and it was one of those, big D-shaped bars. And my son goes, "Hey, Dad, look at those girls over there." And I looked over at them, and they were attractive young girls in their young 20s. And I said, "John," because his name's John too. I said, "What do you think is going on over there?" He goes, "I don't know, Dad." I said, "Well, take a look at them. Do they look happy?" And he goes, No, they're not happy." And I go, "Are they paying any attention to you or me or the guy next to me, the Japanese guy? Handsome fucking dude. You could tell he was a powerful businessman. He had the air about him, confidence. He was confident in how he looked, anyways." And he goes, "No, they're not paying any attention to us at all." I go, "So they're not happy and they're not paying attention to us."